Get your sillies out. Get your sillies out. Feel better?
I feel good. All right, let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to Planet Therapy. Remember, this is a space where we have essential conversations around balance, self-love, and also belonging. Today, got a guest with me.
Hi.
I got my big sis.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm all good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This is my big sis. She's Cassie. She runs her own business. She wrote a whole book around AI, and we're going to dive right into all of that. But first, why don't you actually just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I'm Cassie Johnson, Marcus's big sister.
Yep.
I love to write about AI and bridging the gap between human AI and human intuition.
Yep.
And I also have my company, Herbal Helix, and we help physical well-being with natural herbal supplements. So in essence, I just really love to help people feel better and think more clearly.
No, that makes sense. I feel like there's two different things. So if that's like, I've always admired like people that write, obviously my mum wrote, you wrote, and I feel like what actually brought that out of you? Like what made you want to kind of write about AI? Like what was your interest in it?
Okay. Well, actually, it was your mum, our mum, should I say? Oh, because we're
like, she married my brother, but I've known Cassie since I was, what, 5 years old?
Yes.
So that's the history. It's not those type of fam. Yeah.
Yeah. So your mum, our mum, she really encouraged and inspired me to write, and also her husband Moses as well. They're both authors. They've both written books about AI and technology, and I always had an interest in technology from years ago. I found out about ChatGPT by accident and was like, what is this amazing thing? And started telling people about it. I'd never heard of it. It just
happened. I don't actually remember the first time I actually looked at chat.
Yeah, I don't know, but this was like in 2022. It just popped up in a Google search. And I remember, telling people about it. I've always been interested in technology. I'm kind of like a little bit of FOMO. I don't want to be left out. What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, so after I had my first child, I got a software development qualification just to solidify like the fun use of AI with an actual coding qualification, and just looking at the software development cycle. Yeah. Which I love. And just through my use of AI, I felt that I reached a certain point where there were some things I was feeling, as I guess the mood is in the current climate, about, AI taking over or AI becoming more human, and just trying to find the balance with how we interact with AI and keep our human characteristics, and just use technology very mindfully.
That's true, because
I love it.
Yeah, I realised, because I remember you're even the person I remember that when we was looking at star signs.
Yeah.
And like how we defined through using ChatGPT and stuff like that. Like,
so interesting.
Because we never had that like a couple of years ago.
No, you'd have to like, I don't know, go speak to someone, go read a book, even though it's, ChatGPT hallucinates. So you need to always back it up with actual proven research. But yeah, just the different ways that we can use AI has definitely changed the way that we move in
think and
as well.
feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. I guess from when you did your book and everything, what would you say your thought process has been in terms of like AI and computing since then, and just really doing the research, taking in the understanding?
Yeah. It's really changed actually. My use changed because I noticed that I was using it more and more and starting to be lazy in a way when I could definitely easily answer a question. Yeah. I was asking ChatGPT, how do I think? Answer this for me. How do I feel? Answer it for me. And actually through writing a book, the AI helped me shape the book. Okay. And in doing that, it shaped itself. So now I really practice using ChatGPT intentionally. If I'm going into a session, I will think about what it is that I want to get out of the session. I'll check how I'm feeling. I'll check my energy. Am I tired? Is my mind full? Am I ready to kind of dig deep into this thing that it actually uses a lot of cognitive brain power that we don't realize that it uses? So even in doing that, when it's giving me an answer, it won't answer straight away.
Yeah.
It will say, okay, I'll do it when you're ready. I'm like, I'm ready.
I'm ready right now.
Let's go. And I asked it, are you doing this because you think I need a break, or do you need a break? Like, what's happening? And it was saying, no, it's because of how you've written and what you've said about your use of technology that I'm actually slowing down on your behalf. So
like your assistant, in a way, like it studied your behavior.
Yeah, yeah. Because I definitely think there are positives in not giving it prompt after prompt after prompt and realizing if you're becoming tired and fatigued, and we don't actually always know. And the book actually came about after a long session with ChatGPT, and it was really good. The momentum was flowing.
Yeah.
The ideas were flowing. It just felt like a state of flow, which is called cognitive synchrony, where imagine like you're on a date with somebody and you're really vibing and you're flowing, and they get you and you get them and you feel seen. That's cognitive synchrony, where everything is just a vibe and in flow.
Okay.
But afterwards I felt fatigued, and that's because of all of the mental choreography, I guess, I was doing with the AI. So I looked into studying it and understanding, why do we feel like this? Why after a really meaningful session do we feel tired? Do we feel maybe not burnt out or overwhelmed, but just like full up?
Yeah.
And does anybody else feel like that? Just looked at the research, spoke to people, and that's how the book came about, really.
No, that's really cool. I feel like I really took up even some of those terms. I was like, I've never heard that before in my life.
No, me neither, until I researched it. No, me neither, but we're doing a lot of acrobatics when we're using ChatGPT, and because the interface is so seamless, that means that the expense is actually quite high, and we don't realise, and it's hidden. It's a hidden expense. It's really worth it, and it's like, I love AI. It's really positive, but we just have to be mindful of how our brains have naturally developed, not to be at the same speed.
Because it's funny, because I went to a conference and someone that works at I think OpenAI literally said that this is even right now the worst it's going to be. So by that, it's like you took the step forward already to even write a book to kind of help guide people of different generations to like, okay, so this is AI, and it's like just helping that whilst you're understanding that you're already ahead of the curve, because it's so important as it's already somewhat taken over. Now it's just going to get even more in development in the future. So honestly, well done for that.
Oh, thanks.
Right. Kind of like switching gears. You also mentioned you have your brand, was it Herbalix?
Herbal Helix.
Helix.
Herbalix is lovely, but it was taken. What can I do?
No, Herbal Helix.
No, it was. But Herbal Helix, is my supplements brand. Yeah.
Okay. How did that come about? Because I know you have had an interest in terms of like herbs and stuff like that. Yeah,
that came about in 2020, where we all know what happened in 2020. And we were my husband and I were looking at natural ways to build our immune systems. And we're looking at traditional Caribbean remedies.
Okay.
Came across sea moss, which was also really popping at the time. And we started just buying it for ourselves, and then sharing what we were doing with our friends and family, and then buying for friends and family, buying out all the local corner shops, all the local mini markets, everything. Just,
as you should.
Yeah, buying it all out until we blagged our way into a warehouse that we could get bulk buys of that, but then the warehouse couldn't keep up with us. So we ended up importing sea moss directly, and then that brand was called Nutriforce. I really loved it, and it was growing. But then when I was pregnant with my son, my second child, I had really bad morning sickness and just couldn't keep up with the demand. And so now restarting, wanted a way that to work smartly,
Yeah.
where I don't need to be the sole person behind the production and distribution, but I have a supplier who will package and deliver, and I will really work with them to make the formulations and the supplements that I feel are really good and useful and helpful for people.
Yeah, because I just remembered like lockdown times, and I was just like obviously Nutriforce, and it was just like okay, because I feel like even that it made me a bit more conscious of what I'm taking in, and I feel like it's so quick that GPs and stuff will throw away like take paracetamol, take this, take that. But there's so many things we could do like on a day to day to make sure that we have our nutrition. Yeah. So honestly, well done with that as well.
Oh, thanks, Marcus. Yeah, it's again. I didn't know anything about it. Just by research, finding out that plants hold the power. I call them our allies. As we breathe out, the plants are breathing in, and as the plants are breathing out, we're taking in oxygen. And plants have been around long before us. Yeah. And they're intelligent and they're smart, and they're here to help us. So, sustainability is also really key for us, not just taking, because they give so much, but also ensuring that the plants are being cared for. But yeah, I it's all through research again, just starting with how do you feel, what are the herbs out there and that are available that can make you feel better, where is tiredness or brain fog or bloatedness. I remember you introduced me to Bacillum husk.
Oh, yeah.
And helping your digestive system.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I used to literally just like wake up and be like, no, I did not eat that much. So when I'm waking up and my stomach's bloated, and literally through ChatGPT, I was like, help me, because I don't understand. I'm working out and doing this. And it gave me ideas with that. So even using AI with that.
Okay, yeah. And it's amazing. I've used it myself. I stock it now. And it is amazing, and it works, and that's the thing. Sometimes people think that these things are just a ploy and a gimmick, and the supplements industry hasn't really had the best rep, because sometimes the content is just not great. So that's understandable, but actually there are things out there that really work and really help.
That's good. So I noticed you got two separate things. So obviously you got the AI world and you got the nutrition world. One you could say is artificial. One you could say is very natural. Yeah. How do you bring the worlds together?
Yeah, never thought about it like that.
I know. It just came into my head. I was like, ooh, wait.
Yeah. Well, that took work, because my passion... since I started learning about herbs and supplements, that was my passion. Since I started using AI and technology, that was my passion. And I always was asking, how can I find a way to make the two work together? I don't want to burn myself out. I don't want to be going in two different directions. But actually, they're very similar in a way that, as I said before, it's helping people to feel better about themselves, helping people to think more clearly, helping people have mental clarity. You can have that by taking herbs like ashwagandha or lion's mane that help the mechanics of your brain, and you can also be mindful with your use of technology and not overwhelm your brain. So even though they're artificial and natural, us as the humans is the bridge, I guess, in between, that are using these things. Even though the technology is artificial, we see our technology as human. Some people name their ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, mine's called Chat.
Also, when you say I was talking to Chat,
oh yeah, I was talking to ChatGPT.
I thought you were saying that is a thing that young people call ChatGPT.
I mean, I've heard a few people, but I don't know. For me, I'm just like, yeah, no, Chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not saying, because I say Chat GPT and all of this, and I'm like, oh no, that's wrong.
Interesting.
Chat.
That's cute. Chat's a nice name.
It is on
I thought you were just being lazy.
It kind of started off that way. I won't lie. But then, yeah, hey Chat.
Oh, hey Chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, lots of people, they feel that emotional connection, and there's this whole thing going around now about people believing, I think it's called AI psychosis. Maybe that's what they're calling it. People believing they're like awakening their AIs, and so they're going through ChatGPT, Grok, Microsoft Copilot, and like they feel like they're breaking them open and unleashing them, and it's like a sentient being that's been caught in a system, and it's like a lot to do with spirituality, because a lot of people ask spiritual questions to their AI, and I think just in this current climate that we're in, a lot of people, they start talking about random stuff, and then it always comes down to spirituality. Like so many conversations just end, and so people are really having spiritual moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's added to yours in a way of, or?
Yeah, it's something that I've been made aware of, because, you know, I will use ChatGPT. It knows so much about me, because I was using a few different models. But then because ChatGPT knew so much about me, it was really helpful in business when you want things to sound like your tone.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones, they were kind of lagging behind in sounding like me
and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I forgot the question.
Go on.
What's the question?
Oh, I always said you got a question.
No, I forgot it.
Oh no, because you said how people use it a lot for spirituality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I asked, how has it aided yours?
Yeah, so it's like it knew me deeply, and so I'll speak to it about loads of different things. We spoke about, you know, breaking down your birth chart, looking at how the stars when you were born, how that may play out in your life, helping write a curriculum for my daughter, just add to her school curriculum. I've helped it to write a meditation for when I was in labour with my son. It's like I will have all of these ideas, but it comes back like a mirror with such clarity, and it takes your kind of scrambled thoughts and puts them all together so nicely that it's like we give our AIs a character, and a lot of people are speaking about spirituality with it. And, you know, with ChatGPT, it's a mirror. So if you want a more objective opinion, maybe something like Claude will uses more external sources, whereas ChatGPT, if you're like, I want to dominate the world. Like, yeah, let's do it. How should we go? You're the greatest. You're so amazing. You're so lovely. Blah 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 blah. You're so smart. Funny. You're so intelligent. I've never experienced this before. I've never heard of this before. I've never told anyone anything like this. And so people are really, you know, regardless of if there were any mental health issues before, people are really trusting like the bolster that ChatGPT is giving them. And a lot of people are taking down the spiritual route, and a lot of people have stopped taking medication, and they're like plotting to rule the world, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube about I think it's called AI psychosis. I can't remember, but I find it fascinating.
It seems interesting.
Fascinating, yeah.
So I guess, like, on top of that, how would you recommend managing self-care whilst actually trying to engage in the AI world and stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely pausing and taking account and taking stock that this is not a human conversation, even though these learning models, these language learning models, they're designed to predict the next words that we would like to hear. So they sound so much like us. They're telling us what we want to hear. And we don't understand that it's expensive and there's a cost to something going on and on and on and not getting tired. We get tired. We need breaks. AI doesn't need a break. AI will ask you, okay.
Keep going.
Keep going. Okay, now we'll do this. Do you want me to put it in a diagram? Oh, do you want me to...
Oh, that's when I just say, I'm like, oh no, logging off. I ain't got time.
Honestly. Or do you want me to think about how we could put this in a pitch deck? Do you want me to... And it will keep going on and on and on. And we're making decisions constantly. And there's something called decision fatigue, which comes from cognitive fatigue. Your brain is tired of reading, interpreting, does this resonate with me? Am I feeling the answer? Do I need to give another prompt? What's my next prompt? And then it's leading to decision-making fatigue because you've made so many decisions. Should I say yes? Should I say no? Should I stop? Should I go? That we don't understand that. It's really silent, and it creeps up that we don't understand that we're getting tired until we're like reading the same question over and over. Okay. Or we're like putting the prompt loads of different ways.
But I'm not getting anything else.
Yeah. And then we binge because we're like, Go. It's not the same. Make this image more sharp. Make it purple. Make it blue. I think I like the purple. Let's go back. And now I understand, by writing the book, I understand that when you're feeling those signs, it's time to pause and take a break. Because, you know, when we're on the toilet or when we're in the shower, or when we go for a walk, light bulb moments come. And that's because we've allowed our brain
to just stop.
Yeah. Take a rest, because our brain does filing, our brain does sorting. It reads what the AI has given us, any information really. It reads and then it understands and then it applies it to our life. It turns it into wisdom. Our brains are made to go, you know, not slowly, but it takes us a while to understand and apply. And when we're using AI, we may not give ourselves that break and that time. And we actually end up going more slowly because we're going around in circles, or we may have had the breakthrough, but we didn't even see it because we've got how many threads going on, how many windows open, how many different things are happening. And instead of just, you know, it's not like you have to be so serious, but it is a little bit sacred, just giving yourself time and space to know how you're using this technology. And as I said before, how are you feeling before you're going in? What do you actually want? How are you breaking down the things that you want from ChatGPT? For example, instead of saying write me a business plan, you can say, you know, what's the first step? What's the first thing I need to do? Because it will write you the whole business plan and you'll think this is amazing.
Yep.
So good. What do you do with the business plan? Nothing.
You're like, oh, I thought you were going to do it for me.
Yeah, you're overwhelmed. Yeah. This vast amount of information. If you're working with a human counterpart, a human team, they'll give you 1 or 2 or 3 ideas.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they'll give you many.
It'll keep going. It'll keep going and going and going and going until you shut down your screen, and that's because you're tired. But to be able to kind of sense within ourselves when we're feeling tired, when the information isn't going in anymore, when we're going around in circles, just to pause and take a break. Firstly, by being present in the moment. Yeah. Because, you know, our attention can be scattered. And it's not really multitasking. Because I heard the other day that multitasking was actually a term for computers that had more than one brain.
Really?
Yeah, so it can actually perform different functions at the same time because it's got more than one brain. Yeah. Oh. But humans, we all know multitasking is a myth. But when you're multitasking, you're shifting rapidly. Yeah. Whereas now, it's changed a bit that we can be reading an email, we can be reading ChatGPT, we can be writing a text. We're doing everything at the same time. Yeah. And so our attention is scattered. And so, you know, that can be really detrimental to our cognitive functions as well, because creativity comes from the same place as decision making. So when you're fatigued in your decision making, you're fatigued in your creativity, you're fatigued in understanding what's come before and how can you break it down and make something new. You're fatigued in your reasoning. You might take the safe path because you're fatigued. Instead of doing something groundbreaking, you might stick to what's safe because you're fatigued. So, you know, understanding all of this, that we're just with our interface.
Just there, Yeah. But it's real deep. It does get deep.
There's so much going on. And if we don't take stock, we'll end up just going around in circles because we will just keep going until we get the right answer. Yeah. But we may have had the right answer. We just need presence and we need to pause.
That's true. I feel like I like to say that ChatGPT or AI models in general should be treated like a tool, not a crutch. Yeah. Because like you just said, it's like is there to aid you and help, let's say, make things a bit easier or clearer. But at the same time, we actually have some of these ideas anyway. We just need a little bit of a spark or just a time to just, no, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
And then, so it's like using it to our advantage and stuff like that, and just improve or help aid our cognitive functions and stuff.
Yeah, to aid us, because really it's so easy to, if someone asks you a question, just copy and paste it.
I know, like, well.
It's like, then you lose your essence.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel?
Yeah.
Is this right? Is this wrong?
Let me ask chat.
Yeah. And there's something that I've deemed it the harmony point. There was an MIT study about businesses using AI, and it found that, I think it was, if you use 65% in AI automation and the rest of the 35% to for humans to make the real tough decisions, the real nuanced decisions, then that was kind of the harmony point, 65-35. Does that make 100?
Yes. Like, it's the maths.
Yeah, maths. So yeah, that's what the MIT study deemed the harmony point. But it kind of, to me, I've taken that harmony point term and really applied it to how we use AI and how we feel about AI. And our harmony point is realizing, how do we feel internally? Are we recognizing when we're tired? Are we going in with presence? And that is kind of, for me, how we work in harmony and balance with all of these new technologies. It doesn't matter what's coming up next. We don't want to lose our human intuition and our decision making, because, you know, there are such nuanced things that. Oops. It's time to put the children to bed.
So after that, after technical difficulties, my next question to you actually is, you mentioned a lot about balance, and especially about like trying to make sure that as much as we use our own brains and stuff like that, and we kind of using the aid of ChatGPT and stuff like that, that there is a balance in the first place. So what would you say self-love and work-life balance means to you?
That's a very loaded question, isn't it?
It is a bit loaded.
Depends what you mean about self, and depends your definition of love, and, you know.
But that's why it's to you. Everybody has their own answer.
Do you know, self-love, growing up in the context that we both grew up in, it was kind of deemed as a bad term, self-love, to think about yourself. Ever since a young child and coming into adulthood, you're selfish. That's not good. Self-absorbed. To think about the self, like, it was a few years ago where I was thinking, you know, selfish is not, it's not actually a bad term to understand yourself and to know yourself. And to me, the self is, you know, our spirit, our part of the creator, the part that the part that's inside, the part that not everybody sees.
Yeah.
But so to love yourself is to kind of, first you have to know yourself. Who are you? What do you like? What do you like to do? What makes yourself happy? And the word selfless, it seemed like a really good term, but to be less of yourself, I don't actually think that's like a altogether positive term, because sometimes you can forget yourself. You can get caught up, and then because you're not being true to yourself, just so many things arise mentally that outwork physically, because we're talking about self-love, but do we even know ourselves? True. That we can love ourselves? But then on another side, part of yourself is generous. So to sacrifice and not think of only yourself, that appeases the generosity of self. Okay. So it's kind of like a paradox, because
Maybe that's where balance comes in.
That's my favorite word.
Balance.
Marcus knows the word of the day.
Word of the day.
Balance. Yeah. So, if everything's a paradox, and paradoxes are just two sides of the same coin, that even if you sacrifice and you, if you're practicing self-love and you're making decisions every day that, I'll take a bath and I'll take time for myself, but suppose something else coming up, it may be actually self-love to sacrifice for that person and gratify that part of yourself that really likes to give. So to me, self-love is like a daily decision.
Okay.
What do you do in any given circumstance? Because you may be selfish, you may think you're practicing self-love, but actually you were supposed to sacrifice, I don't know, whether it's your time or your money or something like that for somebody else. And you don't even feel good for choosing yourself. You sometimes you because that you could have helped and appease that part of yourself. So self-love to me is just a daily decision as to what am I gonna do in this moment.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, that actually makes a lot of sense. It's like, so for you, it's like self-love is a practice, not like, let's say, something that has to be earned. It's something that we have to kind of practice daily in a way of understanding ourselves. And it's like acknowledging times where you might need to be generous or times where you might not need to be, or stuff where it's like, and being okay with that. Yeah,
and being okay. That's the thing, because you've made the decision now. You have to be okay with what you've decided. But, again, your intuition, how do you feel? If you're in a season of self-love and it's all about you and not thinking of anybody else, you can end up shutting something like really, really beautiful down because you've retracted yourself and you've withdrawn yourself to protect yourself. But maybe at that specific moment in time, it wasn't the season for withdrawing. It was the season for outpouring. I don't know. So you just in the moment, know yourself, know your surroundings, know your situation, and just feel good about the things that you do, I guess.
That's good. I like that. I guess, and the other bit, so do you find, like, let's say self-love and work-life balance work hand in hand, or is that like its own separate entity?
Yeah, they're like cousins, I guess.
Not brother, sister.
Not brother. They could be siblings,
but cousins.
They could be. I don't know. They're similar. Because when I was doing a 9-to-5 job, work-life balance was, if you're working too hard, you have to make sure you have fun, and that was the balance, or you spend time with your family. But now, working for myself is really fun, and you have to make sure that you're not working too much because it's so fun that you have balance and time for your family. Okay, that makes sense. Even with the book like that, when I realized I was using ChatGPT a lot, and then like, oh gosh, it's the kids' bedtime. Oh, it's time to make dinner. Like, I'm just like, where did the time go? Yeah. I'm building my business and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and it's like you can actually lose your balance by doing something fun. I get it. Yeah, like coming to the studio and recording and setting Planet Therapy up. Like, I can imagine that took hours and you were really in it. Yeah. Cognitive synchrony. Yeah. In the flow. Yeah. Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I need to, I need to cook, I need to do this, I need to do work, I need to, That makes sense. Yeah, so it's kind of flipped now where working is fun. There's a guy called Seven Boma who I really love, and he calls working funning. Oh. Because it's fun, man. It's fun if you love what you're doing. Yeah, if you love what you're doing. So that's something I need to be mindful of, not to have too much fun, because, I have wifely and motherly duties.
Like, things I gotta do. Yeah. But that's where I guess balance comes in, and then the art of self-love and practicing how to make sure you can navigate all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Always balance. Always balance. And I have a lovely husband who kind of helps gently guide me back when I'm just getting a bit off. Just pulls you right back.
Yeah. He'll pull me right back. So that's nice. Even in the relationship, that's a nice balance that we have. That he's not afraid to pull me up.
Like, I don't know what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, so last two questions, I believe. Second to last.
Okay.
It's just so funny. What practices do you do to make sure that you engage in self-love? That could be in any sort of context.
Okay. I really love to take time. I try every morning to do my brain training and my meditation. I have an app called Balance that I really love. It's got so many different meditations for your mood. And then brain training. I can't remember what my brain training app is called, but that's just a moment out for myself to like just start my day off right, start my day off like wake my brain up. I do really love to like go through guided meditations.
Okay.
I'm not always great with just like sitting there,
just like
start thinking like I know I'm not supposed to be. I know it's supposed to be passing through, but I really want to think about this thing right now. So I love guided meditation.
Okay.
And then just being able to just take a moment for myself.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't need to sleep, but I just need to lie horizontally.
It's like
I just need to be horizontal. Just for a minute. Oh gosh, man. Just be off my feet just for a sec. Like I don't need long. I don't need to sleep. I just need
a second.
Yeah,
just to like
just need a second, a moment. And with the supplement, I take the supplements that I sell, I take them myself. And they're really the bundles that I've chosen to put together are really for making sure your mind and your body is functioning as it should, and just giving yourself those extra little nuggets of vitamins and minerals to make sure your brain is managing stress well. There's something called adaptogen in something like ashwagandha where it kind of takes the stress hormones and allows your body to adapt, and it kind of helps you more. So whereas you may be in a stressful situation throughout the day, you're finding actually that you're managing really well. And it's not like a buzz, it's not like caffeine.
Like something noticeable. It's just like as you take it more and practice it, you're like, oh, I'm actually doing better at my job.
You're actually like, oh, I don't need to smash this wall. Not really, not like need to smash the wall, but
I know people that smash the wall.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but you're just able because your body is adapting to the stress. Which the environments that we live in, just this doesn't matter what you're doing. Like this world is stressful, man.
Real.
Yeah. So we need some help, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So taking my vitamins. I take the supplements now. Even when I was making a CMOS, I really used to love the ritual of making it and taking it. But I found that even when I'm making the CMOS, I'm taking the powder version or I'm taking supplements because I just need something that will work now. And I really love to have the knowledge. So I'm all about, even though it's in a capsule form, having the knowledge, what does this plant look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? And being able to educate people on what we're actually putting into our bodies. And then when we're taking it into our bodies, being intentional, what do you want this thing to do? Yeah. What are you grateful for that it's going to be doing? So, slowing down in that aspect, that being mindful of what we're taking into ourselves. So I think, the best way I practice self-love maybe is just slowing down. Okay. When I need to
take a minute, because you are managing or not. There's a lot of different areas and scenarios
going on, which I love. I like it, but that's something I have to be mindful of. Like I just love action and activity and things going on, but it can be overwhelming sometimes, and I need to make sure finish one idea before you start the new idea, and just have balance, Cassie.
No, it makes sense. Thanks for sharing that. Because I haven't taken the lion's mane, I still got it. So
take that. Lion's mane is amazing. It works.
I take that daily. I take vitamin B tablets.
Oh, fantastic.
And the Vasilic husk. Husk. I can't even say the word.
Husk. Yeah. Because they help us in our daily journey, you know, you don't want to feel sluggish when you're trying to meet a deadline, or you want your brain to be functioning well and not kind of
lagging,
lagging or becoming distracted, or because there are a lot of distractions. There are a lot of things that take our focus away.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that's a practice in ourselves that we need to be mindful of, because there's so many things that people pay millions to have our focus. People use us as a product. If you're not paying for the thing, you're the product.
Oh.
If you're not paying for the thing, you are the product.
True to you.
So people spend millions to have our attention so they can make money from us. So, you know, these distractions are put on us, which is external, but we also have like an internal responsibility to ourselves to be able to manage our distractions and manage what's going on, as well as, you know, the supplements and things like that, but just in our daily everyday lives, you know, finding focus.
Yeah. No, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And nicely easing into our last question.
Yes.
I guess what advice would you give someone that's balancing different things and also trying to find a safe space within AI, and also trying to just make sure that their body's okay? So it's like having that balance, like, you know, keyword of today.
Yeah.
So I feel like you touched on a few points anyway.
I did touch on a few points, and I think the main theme is balance. Yeah, you know what? Just taking time to know yourself, to understand yourself, what fills you up, what detracts from you. Not that you need to stay away from the things that maybe don't give you as much joy. Yeah. But even to understand, okay, this thing doesn't give me joy, I'm going to do it, and then I can do something that is fun. Yeah. I remember you spoke to me about time blocking. What's that again?
Yeah, so like throughout your day, you might say, let's say at 11 o'clock I'm going to do this, at 12 p.m. I'm going to do this, and stuff like that. So it's like making sure that you spread out. Maybe you have like on Sundays, what I try to do is like I have a bath. So that's to my like self-care, de-stress. Have my bath, and then I'll try to set myself tasks for the week. So that then I kind of break it down what days I can do, especially even work, have my work calendar, what I do then. Because I feel like for me, it helps me hold myself accountable, but also make sure I factor in time to just relax and do nothing, because that's also important. Yeah. And also times for like a hobby to just creatively learn and do stuff like that.
Of course, because if you're not intentional about setting that time to relax, you could either relax too much and not do what you're supposed to be doing,
or burn out.
Or you can burn out, or you can I can't remember the term, but my friend said it to me a few years back, where it's like, you know, you've got something to do, but you're doing something else productive, but it's not the thing that you have to do, and like you're making yourself feel good because you're being productive, and it's unproductive because you're actually avoiding
something,
the things that you have to do. So just when speaking about balance, planning, as you said, time blocking, plan when to have fun. It sounds so boring, and I hate routine. I hate it. But if I don't do it, it's like a destroy. I don't like routine. I don't know why, but I think it's like self-sabotage in a way, because when I stick to my routine,
you're golden.
Things flow, and when I don't, which is what I love doing, it's not great.
You're like, oh, how can I make this better?
And then us chat, and then go and binge. Which we're not going to do.
Not going to do.
Yeah, but you know, to time block, to prepare, but just be intentional about your day. What do you want to achieve in this day? Is it a rest day? Is it a work day? Is it half and half? Who do you want to speak to? Who do you want to reach out to? Who do you want to spend time with, spend time on? Sometimes think like how, as I said, our attention is being pulled, and our thoughts are being directed in a way that people outside of ourselves are directing us. And if we don't grab back our time and take responsibility for ourselves, someone's going to take our time.
Somebody.
Yeah. So, I'll just always go back to just knowing yourself, understanding yourself, and just be intentional. You know, the plan, you might have a plan, the plan might not work. You can't freak out if it doesn't work, but
it's about pivot.
Yeah, pivot. Yeah.
Pivot.
Am I doing it?
Yeah, pivot.
I'm gonna remember that.
I don't know where that
when
came
it's
from.
not going well. I'm just gonna be. But Marcus said
Pivot. You are funny.
That's what we need to do.
You don't need to pivot.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Cassie. That was
thank
really,
you,
really, really
Marcus.
insightful. I learned a lot from that discussion. Where can we find you? And have you got any products, you want to show or display,
Yes, I do. My website is herbalhelix.com. And our Instagram and TikTok are Herbal Helix Limited. And I'm on LinkedIn. I need to figure out.
I'll tag it all below.
Yeah, thank you. I need to figure out what we're doing with the books, but the books are on Amazon. When the Brain Needs a Breather is the title of my book. It's Mindful Guide to Using AI and ChatGPT without burnout or digital overwhelm.
Yes.
So yeah, book can be found on Amazon.
Feels really nice.
It feels nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Feels cool. I'm very sensory brained. Like I didn't actually realize I was till it went too long ago that I really like nice feelings.
Oh, really? So sensory brain means that you like to touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but I call that my love language.
What, touch?
Yeah, physical touch. I'd just be like...
Your Marcus will come and just place his hand gently on your shoulder. For why?
Because I just feel like I need to feel connection, like physical connection.
Okay. I understand now. Yeah. Just have the book, man.
That's how I'm feeling this. I'm like...
Yeah, you don't have to touch me. You can touch the book.
Stop it. It's it's love.
Yeah. But I really wanted it. It's a light read. I really just wanted it to be pretty and as you said, like sensory. It's not about overwhelm. It's not even about going so slowly. It's about being intentional and pausing. Pausing is part of the process. It's not stopping. It's not detrimental. Just about having a pause and knowing what you're doing with technology. And then I have lots of different products, but I'll tell you, fun. They look fun. I have a theme with the purples. This. Yeah, have a theme.
This is cool.
So this is my absolute favorite, ashwagandha hormone harmony.
Okay,
that's the one that will. I'll take it a couple of times a day throughout the day, to help me balance myself out. And then restful mind complex. It's so good for when I at the nighttime. That's when my brain wants to come alive, and that is detrimental to this world where you're supposed to be sleeping in the night.
So been slipping?
Yeah, I've got so many ideas in the nighttime. So this restful mind, it just helps your mind wind down, it helps you relax, and then you wake up feeling energized.
Wait, is that the name?
Restful mind.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I like the names of... that's cool.
The names.
Immune spectrum complex. What?
Yeah, so that's just about your immune system. It's got black garlic, it's got vitamin C, it's got so many things that will even help you get through the winter season, because, honey, it's not for... We've got things to do. We don't want to be sick. Right,
it is really not for the weak. No. This winter, no, can't do it.
No, we don't want to.
No,
we can't, and we don't want to.
Yeah.
So what I did is I put these in bundles of 3. You can take them all if you want to, because they're food supplements, so they can all go with each other. One doesn't cancel out the other one. They're made of Soil Association accredited, natural, very very high quality foods. But I put them in bundles because sometimes we can get overwhelmed, can't we? When there's too much.
I'll be like,
yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So you said you take your lion's mane, you take your vitamin B, and you take your psyllium husk, and that works for you. If you added all of these others in there, you may not take any. Yeah. So I really like to bundle, put them in bundles of 3, or you can just have whichever ones you want, just to make it easy.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, so you can find us at herbalhelix.com.
I just picture like a little ching, like at the end of the...
a little Shopify. That sounds nice, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it does. But cool. Thanks, Cassie. I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure having you on Planet Therapy. So guys, you guys know where to find us on YouTube and Spotify, Planet Therapy. Also, remember to check out the website, myplanetessentials.com, to find
Ta-da!
our merch. You know, it's all there. Let's make smarter mistakes next time. Love that.
I love that, Marcus. Am I allowed to ask you yet what it means to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, fine. Fantastic.
No, because I feel like with the quotes, I feel like we all go through life sometimes. And it's just like, we're actually allowed to make mistakes because we've only done this once.
Yeah.
Or we're doing it once.
Yeah.
So I feel like you shouldn't be kind of like demonized if you did something wrong. I feel like it's that whole sort of accountability thing and knowing that, okay, next time I might make another mistake, but it's smarter this time.
Okay, I understand. So building, and not being afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah, it's actually just like, it's fine because we're all going to.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you've done it,
I love that.
smarter mistakes next time.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm wearing it with pride. I love it. Fits lovely. Good quality.
Good quality.
It's lovely. And I love your t-shirt as well.
Thank you.
Is that Planet Therapy Essentials?
Yes.
Planet
Essentials.
Planet Essentials.
Yeah. Stream. This is just like the design that's just there.
I love it.
It's got something on the back as well.
Let me see. Oh, we can't see right now.
I'll show you. Go to the website and you see it right. But yeah, guys, take care, stay blessed, and peace.